Hey guys, you're watching Just Hoop Talk podcast on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and to our podcast on all streaming platforms. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Just Hoop Talk. You're with Justin Henry and Will Thompson, and today we got our special guest, Dominic Morris. What's going on, Dominic?
Man, just staying alive during this coronavirus, doing the best I can, man. Happy to be on with you, though.
Yes, absolutely. Dominic Morris is the founder of HoopMaps, co-founder of HoopMaps, along with his twin brother. We're going to talk a little bit about his experience and everything, especially going on through this coronavirus, man. So, Dominic, kind of just lace us up, man. Like, talk to us a little bit about who you are first in general, and then also a little bit about HoopMaps as well.
Yeah, well, so I'm an Oakland native. I grew up in Oakland, played baseball, basketball growing up. Went to college at California State University, Sacramento. That's where I met you at. And from there, I started up a baseball league. That was kind of my first crack into entrepreneurship. It was I was studying business at the time, and like I was reading all these case studies, and I was thought to myself like, how about I try it out in the real world? So I mixed my passion for baseball with my learning of business, and I created a league which lasted for like 10 years. So that was my first crack within the business, and then just a couple years ago, I dived into recreational sports again with creating HoopMaps, which is a platform where people can find curated basketball games, or they could meet up to play straight up pickup games.
Dope, man. Yeah, so you can find it's an app. Obviously, it's on the Apple Store. It's on Google Play. So talk to us a little bit about like what's the interface like. How do you actually use this app, and who would be the right person to use it?
Yeah, I guess the best way to describe it is it'll be like Meetup, the app Meetup, our Facebook group. It's a peer-to-peer platform. So, Justin, if you're looking for a game in your neighborhood, all you'll do is go on the app. You'll say that you're checked in at Southside Park. People in that area that's HoopMap users, they'll see you there. They'll go and link up with you, and then that's how you could get a game going. So it's that simple peer-to-peer, but as we're evolving, we got a little more features that makes that experience a lot more easier and funner for the user.
That's super dope. I remember being a kid and like going to a court and like not seeing anybody at the court and being like, damn, man, I came all the way over here and nobody, and then having to run over to the other court to see, because I'm like, where is everybody hooping? And now, so you're kind of solving that problem of like, where is everybody hooping? You can use the app to kind of figure out where everybody's at, and everybody can kind of congregate at one court. So that's dope. I love it.
Yeah, well, exactly. That was like the kind of motivation of the app, because me and Dante, my co-founder / twin brother, we'll play pickup games, and then like we'll go court to court, and yeah, you're right. You either find people that will just be leaving because they played a game, or you know, 1 week they'll be there, next week they'll be missing, and it's like that missing link. And I felt like we're in a time right now where technology is so in every aspect of your life that I feel like this is an area where technology could be like helpful in. So that's what made me want to kind of pursue this journey of making pickup games easier for people.
Well, yeah, and technology is so important. You mentioned like today's atmosphere really is, especially with everything that's going on in our country right now. I'm curious, man, how is HoopMaps evolving? Because obviously outside is something that we're restricted to. We're not allowed to go outside right now, especially here in the state of California. We got the stay-at-home order, and all over the country, people are not able to go outside. They're blocking off the hoops, taking the rims down. What's HoopMaps doing during this time when people are not able to go outside the courts? Is it evolving in any way? New technology? How are you guys creating a different experience for the users?
Yeah, I mean, right now it's all about R&D, because as soon as the stay-at-home act was enforced, like it kind of immediately halted a lot of our games that's on the platform. We're based off of people meeting up, right? And during this time, people can't meet up. So what we thought is kind of taking a self-inventory, looking at our app, in both platforms, looking at our user base and see like how people use our app and how could we make it stronger for them. So right now, I look at it like a blessing in disguise. It's giving us time to really take self-inventory, see how we've been doing it for the past year, and really kind of give us a head start once this thing clear up to get out there stronger and better than ever.
Yeah, and even with that, like I know before you guys had some partnerships, had some talks that you were doing with other. I know you're part of the big three before. Maybe speak a little bit about that, and then kind of some future goals for what HoopMaps can become.
Yeah, I mean, we actually, like, before this coronavirus started, we was actually in talks with a couple of big leagues, like one in particular, the Drew League. Was going to work with them this summer, but like everything's on hold. But yeah, in the past, U.S. Cryotherapy, Silky Socks. There's a couple of like major apparel companies, Star Vision, which is kind of like a audio training. A training company for like basketball skills, and then the big three was our first initial partnership. So like partnerships right now, like in terms of like meeting up, is on hold. But the good thing here is that there's a lot of online training courses. There's, you was talking about like Dribble Up earlier before the broadcast started. So there's a lot of opportunities where we could like kind of use our audience of HoopMaps to kind of really introduce unique, interesting products in front of our user base. So we do have partnerships on hot right now, but we do have some companies that we want to work with that we could kind of put in effect right now.
That's dope.
So I'm excited about that. Yeah, and then for the future of HoopMaps, so I was telling you, like, the basics of it is peer-to-peer platform. The shirt I got on right now is curated runs, pickup runs. So I like to take pickup basketball, how the boutique fitness industry has been taken by storm in the past 10 years. So the evolution of Soul Cycle and Flyknit Sports and all these boutique spinning cycles, and the format, the business model of that, where it's like every day where you can book a session. I see that for pickup games. I see it for people who use basketball as a form of exercise to finally find a spot where they match up with the right people, the right skill level. It's a certain amount of time, so you get a guaranteed amount of run. And I really want to package that up into a session. So it's the best of both worlds right now. Like, you'll have the experience of playing a league, rec league game every day, though. So it'll be pickup games every day. That's what we're looking to offer.
Man, I love that. I love that idea. Because, like, obviously, if you're 59 years old and you like basketball, you're interested in playing in a different style of play than somebody who's 18 or 19, right? Like, so I love that idea of curating that. Like, okay, this is who I am. This is what I'm looking for. And you can use that information to kind of match people up. I love that, dude. That's dope.
I appreciate that. We've been doing a lot of research, too. So, like, I came from a background of starting leagues. I played, like, recreational baseball league and started up. And the problem with that is it's real hit and miss. It's like, it's a lot of upfront costs, you know, for like overhead, renting out courts and stuff. And then the actual participant, they have to be locked in for at least 8 weeks, you know what I'm saying, for a full season. And that's why, like, it's dwindling right now in terms of the league. So I figured that whole league sensibility, we could do that with the natural run of what open runs are and kind of create a richer experience. So that's what we're looking for people that's really got a tight schedule and they use basketball as a form of exercise, a form of camaraderie. You want to kind of package that for that type of person.
Dude, and I know people cannot wait, man, to get outside. I know me, the first time that I'm able to, man, I'm gonna go out and hit a 5-on-5 immediately, man. I know I can't wait to play, and I'm sure once you guys have made those changes in this time, that app is, you know, people are gonna have to embrace it because I know I'm gonna want to play and find out where a game is, whether it's outside, inside, or whatever it is, man. But speaking of play, dude, like the NBA's even on pause right now. I don't know if you know, how much were you following of the season, and what are your thoughts on the season coming to a halt?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a diehard Warriors fan. We haven't been doing too good, but it's crazy. It's crazy that, like, just professional sports is on hold. I mean, it's good for, you know, the health of everybody. But this is unprecedented. Like, I think a lot of things are going to shift. So, like, upstart leagues, like the G League, that was making a big run for it. Yeah. These guys right now, I see a realignment. So, like, all the different pro leagues that pop up, they're going to lose funding, and then the NBA affiliated leagues, they'll be able to gain more leverage. So, like, if you've seen the what's the guy name out of Napa, California. He actually signed a $500,000 deal to play for
Jalen
the G
Green?
League. Jalen Green. So,
Yeah.
like, I see right now, like, there's alignment going on where colleges is taking hits and other professional programs that once could lure in these top guys, they're going to struggle a little bit. And then the big fish, they're going to be able to, they got the money, to sustain this area, and they'll be able to kind of pick the future NBA players. So that's how I see it coming up.
Crazy times. Did you watch any of that Jordan documentary, dude? The Jordan documentary just happened, man. What are your thoughts on a Jordan documentary? And is he the GOAT to you? You got somebody else in there that you like? Talk a little bit about MJ and just some of the things that have been going on recently with the GOAT conversation.
I always thought Jordan was a GOAT because, growing up, he was the guy.
He was.
I was born in '88. I grew up in the, late '90s. That was my time of, like, my childhood. And he was the only person I knew as a star. I didn't know about Dr. J, Magic Johnson. Jordan was the first one, Kobe, and LeBron. So, like, this documentary will kind of show, like, the people younger than us to say, like, oh, like, Jordan really is, he don't just sell shoes, but he's that guy. But I was more intrigued about Scottie Pippen. I didn't know he had a 12-year deal for, what, $18 million?
Crazy.
Yeah. So that was a crazy part. Like, and then how, like, the owner just like, hey, you signed a deal. It is what it is. I'm like, it's cutthroat. It kind of explains a lot, like, later on in his career, and it kind of opens up that, the team that I looked at as, like, those guys. So it's really kind of dysfunctional, like, during that whole great run.
Dude, it's a team even when things are going haywire. It's like at the end of the day, it's all a business, and everybody's kind of on the same playing field, just trying to make things happen, patching up where you can, bringing in stability. But then, like you saw, they brought in Rodman with the kind of the craziness and trying to reel that all in, man. Crazy times we're in right now too. I know Jordan you probably watched a lot of Jordan because the Warriors weren't too good after Run TMC was gone, right?
I watched a lot of Warriors growing up. I remember like Muggsy Bogues, John Starks. I remember Eric Bambino. So, like, I mean, they sucked. Like, every time you go to, like, work, it was sold out, though. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I remember. I remember, like, the Knicks. When I was growing up, like, the Knicks, that was kind of good a little bit with, like, Candy and all that. And, like, when I was able to go to the games, it was like Jordan was, like, kind of already out of the game, so I never seen him, play, like, in person. But I just remember, like, the Warriors. I seen the Warriors coming a long time now, man. Like, back when we believed 2007, I was like, all right, we got some here.
Yeah, that was a good time to be a Warrior fan back then.
Yeah, that was a fluke. I mean, once they drafted Curry, though, and they traded Monte Ellis, I thought that was a dumb move. I was mad because I like Monte Ellis is like one of the most underrated two guards, like, in the league. He got snubbed for All-Star all these years, but everyone in Oakland knew that, whoever came to play against the Warriors, they knew they had to go against Monte. So when they traded him off, I was like, Warriors suck again. But ended up working. They ended up getting Klay Thompson and then got past the Clippers, and I'm like, stopping them now. So we're gonna make a comeback again. We're down right now, but give us, like, next year, like, to correct this up. We'll be back on top.
We'll see, man. We'll see about that, dude. I don't know. We'll see because you'll have a high pick. You think who do you think they're taking with
LaMelo Ball, man.
Woo! What's your thoughts on him? You think he's ready for it or what?
He a star. I think real talk, I think he's gonna end up in New York though. But that would be tight though if they keep the all light skin tradition out in the Warriors. Maybe like the heir apparent to Curry or something. Like, that would be dope.
That's sick, man. No, well, man, Dominic, appreciate you coming on. We just really wanted to kind of get your outlook on what's going on right now, the app itself, how people can stay active. Let people know where you're at, man. Where can people find you, and what platforms are you on?
So we're on all social medias at HoopMaps, except for Twitter. It's Hoops with an S, Maps. And we actually are launching a new website. It's going to be a platform for our curated runs. We're going to open up free sessions for people to start off in the Sacramento and Bay Area. So May 5th, we're going to actually launch our website. So look on social media for coupons so you can redeem an open run for our curated games.
Dope. Well, appreciate you coming on, Don. We'll have to have you on again once the Warriors do a little bit better next year, right?
We're there. You're gonna see us in the finals next year.
All right, my man. Take it easy.
All right, thanks for having me.
Another episode, Just Hoop Talks. We're out.
For more NBA, college, and hoops coverage, be sure to subscribe to Just Hoop Talk podcast on YouTube and all streaming platforms.